This is Super Yacht News with Sisman.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so we are tracking a story about a yacht disappearing in the Red Sea. Now, this is a 19-meter yacht with 5 people on board, and it has disappeared in the Red Sea after what is being described as a possible pirate attack. The yacht had 3 Russian nationals on board and 2 Egyptians. The Russian-owned yacht is named 30 Minutes, which is a strange name for a yacht, but there you go. And it was sailing from Port Said in Egypt, which is on the northern side of the Suez Canal, and it was heading to Djibouti, which is on the Horn of Africa, which is on the southern side of the Suez Canal. So the vessel started at Al Sayed, transited the Suez Canal, and it's gone through, and it was heading down to Djibouti. The vessel then went to Hassan in Saudi Arabia to refuel, and it wasn't far from there where the vessel was last sighted. Now, as I mentioned, the vessel's name is 30 Minutes, and it's a 19-meter or 62-foot yacht. Currently, the type of yacht is unknown. Now, the owner, his name is Russian owner. His name is Dmitry Chugevsky, I believe it's pronounced. He now lives in Dubai. He told the Associated Press that he had last tracked the vessel's location at Farasan Island. Farasan Island is near Hassan, which is in Saudi Arabia. I'll put a map on screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, this yacht went missing. It's only 70 kilometers away from the Houthi-controlled northern Yemen, which obviously has been in a state of war for a long time now. Now, the Russian embassy, which is situated in Riyadh, they put out a statement on Sunday and said that the yacht had refueled on the 17th of April in the port of Hassan, but the radio contact was lost with the vessel 2 days later. So that's the 19th of April, the vessel went missing. Now, the US Navy's Bahrain-based 5th Fleet, that's in that area, and there's also the European Union Anti-Piracy Patrol, which was in the area at the time, and they've both reported to AP that they're looking into the reports of the yacht going missing. Now, the 5th Fleet said that they had not received any distress call from that yacht. So you're probably asking, how did the owner, who was in Dubai at the time, receive a distress call, a piracy distress call, if the Bahrain fleet, which was actually in the area, which should have received that signal, did not? Well, I can't be sure because it was not mentioned in any of the articles that we read from the AP, but it's most likely, based on my own experience, is most likely using the SSAS system, which is the Ship Security Alert System. It's a COSPAS SARSAT system, which is a search and rescue, part of the search and rescue initiative. So this system was developed to help to alert authorities to ongoing pirate attacks. Now, the system it's a silent system. It doesn't set off an alarm on the boat, a visual or audible alarm on the boat. It's a silent alarm. It's triggered on board, usually by hidden switches, and it sends out via satellite. It sends out a series of emails to a list of predefined recipients. And it just basically says that it gives the coordinates of where the vessel is, and it will say that it's all of the details of the boat, and they'll be sent out to like I said, those people. You can put on your port state on there, so they will immediately be able to respond to that. It doesn't give off an alarm on the boat. There are other things that you can use to do that. The DSC system on the ship's radios will be one of them. On a larger vessel, you'll have a VHF radios and MFHF. With this being such a small boat, I'm not sure what it had on board. It might have only had VHF, but that will do the same kind of thing in terms of alerting vessels in the area. Obviously, once that vessel's boarded, though, that system would probably be turned off. Now, who can be responsible for this? Now, the first thoughts, obviously, in the area of the Red Sea is Somali pirates. Obviously, there's been a lot of activity over the last decade of Somali pirates in that area. However, the Houthis have got form in this, though. They have attacked other vessels in the area, and they've been doing stuff like this since the war broke out in 2014. And last year, they attacked and seized a UAE-flagged cargo ship in the Red Sea, and claiming it was carrying military equipment. Now, when they do those kinds of things, they do put out a statement to say that they've done it, and they haven't done that in this instance. So anyway, that's all the information we've got on this story right now. We will keep you updated on it when we have more. If you've got any information on it, by the way, please be sure to get in touch. So we'll move on to the next story, and this is breaking news actually. This just happened just as we were preparing to start making this video. And this is about a yacht changing names, motor yacht Ulysses. Now you will know this yacht if you watch the channel regularly. This is one of two vessels that was built by Clever Marine in Norway, and it was built for Graham Hart, who is a New Zealand businessman. Now the first vessel was built and named Ulysses, and that was owned by Graham Hart, but he had to build two, as the shipyard said, if you want one of these vessels, you're going to buy two. So we ordered two of them, and when the second one arrived, he sold the first one to the Russian, well, the ex-Russian, now Israeli, Yuri Milner. He bought that one, renamed it Andromeda. Then Graham Hart named the second one Ulysses again. There's a slightly larger, if you saw them, the only differences you'll be able to see is the colour. The Andromeda's got a grey hull and Ulysses has a blue hull. Anyway, this vessel has been renamed. That's the whole purpose of the story. I've been rattling on for 5 minutes. The vessel is now called Motor Yacht Multiverse, which is a very strange name. I mean, Andromeda, which is, I always think of the TV show Andromeda with the spaceship, and now Multiverse. So yeah, so that's the breaking news really. We just got an alert saying that the vessel had changed names. One last thing, please be sure to check out our new channel called Super Yacht News. You can find it by typing at superyacht-news into YouTube. You will get all the stories that are on the main channel, but they'll be broken up into individual shorter stories. So if you're in a hurry, you can watch them there one by one. There's also a link in the description. And also be sure to check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/esysman. So we just posted the latest in a series of videos called Patron Chat, where I talk about the upcoming Monaco Yacht Show. They've just announced the dates, by the way, and stories from the previous shows. You'll get to see other exclusive videos not published on YouTube, like my Atlantic vlog series. You'll get early access to features advert free, and you'll get to suggest topics for future videos and ask questions for patron-only Q&As. All right, guys, be sure to like this video. It's very important for the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button and hit that bell for future notifications. Now, I'm going to leave you, this is a little bit of a different type of thing. I'm going to leave you with some video footage that was sent in by one of our subscribers. He also did some narration, and he even appears on camera at one point, and he's showing the super yacht Al Lusail. So I'll leave it to him, so take it away.
Mr. Eastman and YouTube people, here's the Oligarch's yacht here in Qatar, the port of Qatar. There it is, parked in this little marina. World Cup Stadium is in the background there. Oh, there it is. Looks like we can just drive right up to it. Climb aboard, say hello. Hey, Mr. Eastman from Qatar here. I always watch your channel and I look at you and you're always talking about these big super yachts. But this thing here, man, it's the first time I've been this close to one. This thing's ridiculous. It's like a house. I mean, there's a couple of cruise ships that are parked over there. And they're cruise ships, but I mean, this thing's crazy. So big. Beautiful as well. Really, it's just parked here for everybody to see. Qatar flag flying on the back. Interesting. Pretty nice boat.